pardon the interruption, disregard the disruption, it's part of the introduction and nothing. Buckle up as I spit bars in conjunction with drum kicks hard enough to give Brett Favre a concussion. I'm a narcissist afflicted with Parkinson's of the tongue, so from the hip my trigger finger's considered part of the gun, and when in range I fill the chamber with bullets that never spray. So when engaged I never aim, I just pull it and let it spray. A relentless onset of lead from my pencil is ammunition, with music used as an outlet through which I express opinion. For instance, a gun restriction, I recognize I'm heretical, but whatever though, I just don't think laws applied by the federal level will ever hold an effective role in preventing those in methadone clinics from getting hold of a weapon, let alone a schizophrenic who's disconnected and dripping with cold sweat in his bed next to 6 or 7 prescription physicians said he should take every day since the age of 7. For depression, stress relief, help with sleep and paying attention till it's uppers in the morning mixed with downers in the evening, to the only time that he can tell these levels when he's fiending. Till the medicine induces an elusive state of mind, giving life to a pill abusing therapeutic Frankenstein behind a counter who's convinced that he needs a script just to focus. But I ain't one to judge, how the fuck do you think I wrote this? I'm a hypocrite who's living in the home of the brave, the only nation of people graced with the freedom to claim we don't discriminate based on orientation or race, unless you're Asian, Latino, Black, Middle Eastern, or gay. And needless to say, we seem to see no reason to change or be ashamed that we lead the league in obesity rate. Cause what's a population's rank in relation to other nations, in a place infatuated with praise and participation, with ribbons and medals whether or not the person deserved it? How does that reward the kids who exerted effort to earn it? What's the message in presenting an accolade for attendance or surrendering your pride every time someone gets offended? It's ridiculous, I'm sick of this political correctness, and to those who take offense, ain't no offense, but you're pathetic. Yo, I get it, life is tough and the grunt of it ain't fair, but I ain't paying my taxes to govern a daycare. It's indulging in office politics, but not with congressmen, but instead with an epidemic of hipsters, liberals, and college kids picketing and protesting that the problem is intolerance. The problem is these kids only comment on what the problem is. None of them have a plan or enough brass to accomplish it. All they have are demands and a rough draft to an argument. All of them want the belt, but it's hard to not be amazed at how few respond to the bell after getting caught with a fade. So it's useless for me to remain engaged in infusing logic that's I'm done and moving on like I play for the Supersonics. And typically this is where I'd put Seattle on blast, but I reckon I better not. So on second thought I'll just pass. I got better shit to address, like terrorists in the West who believe that we in the East consider them as a threat, when at best they're only a pawn upon a board of global chess, where if you mess with a king you can bet you'll be put in check. So go ahead and beat your chest with a weapon, shooting the crowd. We'll see who your Allah is when we put the boots on the ground and release every hound we got, and refuse to depart or stop until every target's been locked and reduced to a parking lot. And every US flag you manage to lower is raised to the fullest. I feel like Mike in his prime. I'm tired of all this bullshit, and I fear it's safe to say I'm afraid that I'll never make it, and scared that it's fair to claim that I'm blaming on expectations I've created and ended up generating for myself. Cause lately all the strain has been a danger to my health, and it sucks when everybody you know declares that you're special and consequently reminds you you're nowhere near your potential. But then again, it's essential. That is how I survive. In fact, if it wasn't for it, I doubt that I'd be alive. So everyone take a seat, pay attention, and start talking. And well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flawed Logic.